Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello everyone, it's Saturday morning. It's cold, kind of cold. Well, it's cold. They say we're going to get snow flurries again today, but they said that yesterday and we didn't. But they're saying today we'll get some, but it's probably not, it won't stick or anything, but you know, it's a rare thing in the South, so it's kind of fun when it snows here, because you never have to deal with it really. And so today I want to talk about fears, okay? And a particular fear for some people, because genetically, right? You go to the doctor and they'll tell you that we do have genetic tendencies towards certain health conditions. And my teacher, Dr. Christopher, he would say similar things. He would say it like this though. He would say that we have genetic weaknesses, and that if we don't take care of ourselves, those genetic weaknesses can become diseases, whether it's cancer or rheumatoid arthritis or heart disease. And today I want to focus on heart disease, because heart disease is still the #1 killer out there. And some of you guys may have been told, or maybe you know, that heart disease runs in your family. And the doctors will tell you there's nothing you can do. You can take this cholesterol pill and this blood pressure pill, but that's about all you can do, right? You know, you'll probably have a heart attack or stroke one day. Well, if you look at the research now, that doesn't have to be your destiny. And if you're one of these people that, you know, some doctor tells you there's nothing you can do, you're doomed, but you're one of these people that have a backbone, and you're like, no, I'm going to accept that diagnosis, because I am not going to fall prey to some diagnosis where they tell me I have a genetic tendency toward heart disease. Because if you look at a lot of families with a genetic tendency toward heart disease, we'll look at their diets. They're high-fat diets full of processed foods and a lot of red meat, full-fat dairy. All these foods are known to cause inflammation within the body and to lead to a greater risk of developing heart disease. Plaque in the arteries, where your blood flow gets cut off. Well, now, Dr. Christopher taught this way before, you know, back in the 40s and 50s of 1940s and 50s. That a plant-based diet can not only prevent you from developing heart disease, but if you already have heart disease, it can actually stop it from progressing. Most medical doctors will tell you, they've been taught, that once you develop heart disease, it keeps progressing, there's nothing you can do, and it's going to kill you. Well, this isn't true. This is only true if you keep doing the same things that you're doing. There are several medical doctors, now these people aren't that popular it's in the whole medical system, but they're popular for people who are trying to heal. And they're teaching some of the same principles that Dr. Christopher taught. Dr. Esselstyn, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Neil Bernard. There's other ones. They're teaching and they're showing that a whole foods plant-based diet where you don't eat any oil can actually reverse. They actually have MRIs where plaque in the arteries actually starts to dissolve. And not only can the plaque dissolve, but the plaques that you already have become not dangerous anymore. They won't break off anymore if you eat this way for a while. And your heart disease stops progressing, so you don't have to die from heart disease. There was a guy that Dr. McDougall had. He had heart disease in his 40s or 50s, severe heart disease. Puts him on the McDougall diet, which is a starch-based, plant-based diet with no oil. This man stopped his heart disease from progressing. He lived to be 100 years old in good health, but he stayed on the McDougall diet. I mean, there's all kinds of names for these plant-based diets. I just call it a health-building diet, plant-based diet, whole foods diet, plant-based. If you eat in this way, and look, you don't have to give up flavor. You have to learn how to cook. And there's a lot of recipe books out there to show you how to cook these meals and make it very flavorful. I used to eat a lot of crap in my younger days. But when I finally learned about the plant-based diet and the benefits, because heart disease runs in my family too, so does alcoholism. But I chose not to participate in either one. I don't drink alcohol. I went plant-based about 10 years ago. So I'm going to stand up for myself and stand up for my life. I'm going to try to be as healthy as I can be, not only for me, but for all my friends, my family, and my clients. If you want to learn more about this, just ask me about it. Right now I'm working on a coaching program. Finally, after all these years, I'm working on a coaching program where we implement a whole foods plant-based diet, exercise, and certain herbs to help us not only lose weight, but help us lower our blood pressure, lower our cholesterol, prevent ourselves from developing heart disease, or if we already have it, to stop it from progressing any longer. But the only catch is you have to stay on this kind of diet for the rest of your life. And look, I've been up for 10 years and I'm happy. I'm really happy with my meals. I'm happy with my food choices. But the most important thing is you have to care about yourself. Do you care about yourself? Do you love yourself enough that when somebody like me tells you, or anybody else who's experiencing this plant-based field, we'd say, look, you have a really good chance of not dying from heart disease, the number one killer, if you adopt this lifestyle. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But look, even if you're on the fence about it, you could try it for a few months. And if you decide you hate it, you don't have to stay on it. It's a free country. That's the thing about this. It's a free country. You can try it for a while. If you don't like it, you can go back to whatever you're doing. You see, it's not like, but if you decide that you get on the diet and it makes you healthier and you get your blood work done, your blood work's looking better than it ever has, you'll be a lot motivated to stay on this diet for the rest of your life. I know I'm going to, because this is what I teach and this is what I preach. And I'm not a false preacher, okay? I'm going to do the things I'm telling you. So there you have it, guys. Be looking forward to the next month or two for my coaching program. I'm still designing it. It's a lot to do. But I want it to be good and teach you everything you need to know to implement this lifestyle for a lifetime. So if you like this video, please like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my page, danthenaturalman.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.